Hello everyone, my name is Eric. I am glad to introduce you to my DDP personal project. I am going to divide my speech into 4 parts. The first part is about the purpose of my project. The second part is about the preparation. And the third part is about the implement. Finally, I'm going to talk about my reflection. So let's move on to the first part about purpose. My purpose is to make an online payment system, and as you can see here is a picture of the example. And my goal is to make a pay system that can help make online payment more visualized. So next, I'm going to talk about some important details why I want to do this project. Firstly, with the development of modern technology, more and more people use their cell phones to pay and receive money. Also, hackers can use various methods to access an online payment system so that you might not know how much money you have actually paid. For example, when you buy a water from a shop, you might pay more money than the seller actually needs for the water. In this way, I am going to design a simple system that can help both consumers and sellers visualize the online payment. So let's talk about the second part about the preparation. And here are some materials that I need. Firstly, it is an OLED display screen. And I also need an RFID RC522 card system. And the most important thing, Arduino Uno. Of course, I need some other things such as the jump wires and the switch button. And they are also very important. So here is a completed circuit I have done. And as you can see, I have connected the RFID RC522 and the OLED screen to the Arduino Uno. I also use glue in this part because I want to ensure that the jump wires do not get loose easily so that the system can work well in the future. Next, I'm going to talk about my box models. As you can see, I have used the Tinkercad to design the box, and here is a part I made especially for the OLED screen. In this way, the users can read the message or information from the screen immediately and much easier. Also, I have designed a lock system. As you can see, I have made some hollow parts here so that the bottom can fit to the box quite well. Why I designed this lock system? Because the users can easily open the box and check whether the jump wires are loose or there are some problem with the Arduino Uno so that they can change the components much easier. So let's move on to the implements and especially for the code part. It is quite easier for me to code for the OLED screen because the code works quite well on the screen. However, it is very difficult for me to write the code for the RFID part. I have spent lots of time searching on the internet about the RFID, but none of them work well. However, after I asking for Mr. Beer for help, now the RFID can work quite well. So finally, I'm going to talk about my reflection, and there are also some possible improvements. If I can do this project all over again, I will do something very important. To be specific, I made a wrong choice to use Tinkercad to design the 3D model. It is true that the Tinkercad can help us imagine what the model will be like after it's printed out. However, it is very difficult for us to make changes after my model is printed out. So I prefer to use the cardboard and the wood to make my box because it is much easier for me to make changes in the future, and if the RFID or the OLED screen does not match well, I can take it out and design my box again. So that's all. Thanks for listening.